Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Prospector Radio here on our West Coast Wednesday. It's cold here in Ohio, but we still made it. I got three of the co-hosts here that made it. First off, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. How you doing, Rich?
Pretty good. How's everyone tonight?
Cold. Where are you at tonight?
I'm cold, too.
Where are you?
I'm up at the cabin. About 5 degrees. I can see my breath inside the cabin, so it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. If you can see your breath
and I
inside.
still made it to the show.
Yes, you did. You're inside and you can see your breath?
Yeah.
Wow. You don't have a big...
Yeah, it's a little cabin, probably 12 foot, about 12 feet wide, 20 feet long. And I got a little buddy heater going full blast.
Ah, you
I
don't
don't know what it puts out, but...
I don't know. You don't have like a wood burner in there?
No.
Ah, maybe that's what you need to get more heat.
It's usually not 5 degrees.
True.
Up here.
Good point there. It's usually not this cold. It's just brutal cold. So you up there deer hunting then?
Yeah, it's flintlock season, so I'm hoping to try to kill a doe with a flintlock tomorrow, and I'm here till Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Unless you get one, then you're out of there, right?
Yeah, unless I get one, I'm out of here.
You're like, heck with this
I'm
cold.
not dealing with this.
I'm going home where I have heat. Heck, I think I might be in the truck, actually. You'd probably be warmer, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, you'll make it. You'll probably get a deer early and be done. Get
I'm
home.
hoping.
Yeah.
That would be really nice.
So did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it was good. I
Getting
didn't get anything because me and my wife really don't do that.
right.
Too much.
If you want something, you just are going to get it, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
gotcha.
what I do. If I want something, I just go get it. I don't screw around making a list.
Right. You're just like, I want it that bad. I'll just get it myself.
Yep.
Easier that way, right? I agree.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm glad you made it tonight. I know you're up there in the mountains and you're cold, but you're still here, and we appreciate it, Rich. We really do.
Alrighty, thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here, brother. Also joining us, we got Miss Kathleen Biffle. How are you, Kathleen?
I'm cold.
I think that's
Can't get my core temperature up.
I think that's gonna be the show tonight. We're cold. We're just all freezing.
And I polar bear it, but not in this stuff.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Do you think it's gonna happen this year?
I would say if we do, it's gonna be like hopefully if we get a January thaw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
at this rate, I don't know. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we'd be breaking through ice.
Yeah, but definitely you're not going to be New Year's Day dredging like you've done before.
No, not. I don't think I'll be going out on New Year's Day because I forget what the high was going to be. Like 2.
Yeah. This
2
is
degrees.
This is the year I think you need to skip it. You know?
Yeah, what a difference from last year, huh?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
It's a huge difference. What was it last year?
We will go out, but not anytime soon.
Do you remember what the temperature was last year on New Year's Day, Kathleen?
It was in the 40s.
It was. And
50s, yeah.
I think it was 40s or 50s, I think she said.
Sunny,
if I remember
think,
correctly.
too, yeah. Yep, I think so. Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
And now,
not the heat wave compared to what it's like today.
Yeah.
The koi are cold.
Yeah. Everything is cold and freezing. And you even had pipe bursting issues, didn't you?
Oh, yes. At the apartment building.
See.
I won't say who, but somebody left the door open to the laundry room and everything froze. And then when we took the heaters in, they busted and leaked everywhere. So and it's cold in that laundry room. There's no heat.
Right.
So the water started icing on the floor almost immediately.
It's starting to become a yearly thing for you, isn't it?
What, the pipes breaking?
Yeah, someone keeping something up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we've had other issues. We've had sewer pipe issues.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's an albatross around my neck, that building. Anybody want to buy it?
Contact Kathleen Biffle.
Well, that kept us busy today when I should have been working.
Oh, yeah. So you had to leave work to deal with that, right?
I did. And when I first left work, it wasn't as scary.
Right.
But then my mom called, like, oh, they broke. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go through my the rest of the gold for this year to see what my tally was, because that's my tradition is we like to weigh our stuff on New Year's Eve and
there you go.
See how we did for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I've got
a good idea.
lot to go through, but I can't bring my cleanups loose. Well, I guess we can put a tarp down.
Yeah.
Like we did in the hotel room.
You can. You got to get that weight. Yeah, you got to see what your weight was. You got a couple more days though before.
Yeah, but I don't know how motivated I will be.
Right. True. Gotcha.
I'm not feeling it because we hosted Christmas and everybody was sick. So.
Oh, bummer.
We shall see.
I'm just glad that Christmas stuff's over. Man, we survived another year. So now, the last year, didn't you get your dredge for Christmas, Kathleen?
I did.
You did,
but it was after Christmas.
Right.
We do.
You do after
the
Christmas.
after.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you ask for anything prospecting related this year?
I didn't, but that's a good idea.
I was just curious if there was something you was wanting.
She'll get a new snuffer bottle.
Oh.
Or maybe a nice heated wetsuit with a hot water setup or something.
Shut up, Tim.
Yes, make that cold water dredging so much more pleasant. Yes, it would. Man, mercy. Well, I'm glad you guys had
I know what
Christmas.
I want
What?
for Christmas.
What? Let's hear.
In your sluice box.
What is it?
The wire stuff. I'm really tired, so I can't think of it. What is that?
The wire mesh?
Expanded metal.
Expanded metal.
Done.
I want the whole thing covered in it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an easy one, Shad.
Yep, it's done.
She let you off easy.
There you go. That's all I wanted.
Well, man, you got off easy, brother. It's done, yeah. He'll make that happen, Kathleen. So, Merry Christmas. You got what you wanted.
But okay, it has to be the gold color.
Oh.
Good luck with that.
Not the silvery stuff. The goldish color
the one,
stuff.
You know, like the one that it came with?
It's called spray paint, people.
The Keen stuff. That's not spray painted. It is gold color. The Keen stuff is. Yeah, you're right, Kathleen.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
So I just up the ante. Is that?
Yes, you did. Dang. Shad just called Keen. Buy it from them.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Done. Finished. See? You're set up.
Yes.
Shad, what do you want?
I know what.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to do something different with my floats.
Because
they're driving me crazy.
What do you mean? What do you mean something different?
I don't like the bungee on them.
Oh, I can't stand that. I know.
Yeah, I told you how to fix that.
Yep,
well, he has ratchet straps on there now, and it looks terrible.
It does.
I told you how to fix it.
It doesn't work. It came off.
Just take all thread.
Yep, I'm going to.
Take a piece of all thread and bend it around, put it through, and run her up tight. Cut it off.
I want to see.
Well, that's what I want.
Yeah, bungee strap thing's got to go. I agree, 100%.
Probably, I don't know, probably 1/4 inch or 5/16 all thread, depending on what size the hole it is. Yeah.
Okay. Shad, let me know what you're doing. Take a picture.
Shad, do you have air for your dredge?
Yes, I do. I don't have the hoses.
That's what you need. As I say, you guys need to get the setup. Can you use 2 tanks on it or just one? What do you have, the T180?
I've heard you can with the T80, but I also heard it. You want to get the steel air reservoir tank.
Right.
So that way it holds the pressure in the air better than the little plastic ones.
Well, there you go, and you can get masks and air and all that, and you both have air while you're drinking.
There's Shad. That's what you need to ask for. And Kathleen, that is, they said in the chat room, that is zinc plated. That's why it's that gold color.
I saw it, yeah.
Oh, you're in the
Zinc,
chat? Okay.
huh?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Well, it's
You are in the
pretty.
chat. Yeah, it is. It does look nice, that color. I agree. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yes. And with the burgundy miner's moss, it'll really go nice.
It'll look so nice together.
It will.
It won't clash.
No.
It's all about how it looks. It's got to look pretty and bedazzled, right?
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, that's.
Well, because the marker drawings came off because I used it so much.
Yeah. Yep. You're gonna have to have them painted on or something, not Sharpied on. Something, or maybe just some kind of a wrap like they use on vehicles. Maybe you can get something made up. And
Oh, there you go, Shad.
That would just get torn up and ripped. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Get it painted. I want it airbrushed.
That'll still get torn up and wear off in the water and the rocks. From
Not if you use special paint.
even if you use it.
Just the bottom of it, but you're never going to see the
don't
bottom.
do the bottom. Just do halfway up.
Yeah.
Top. You know.
See, he thought he was getting out of this Christmas gift thing easy.
I'm not celebrating it now. I'll just buy my own present. You buy your own.
I'm getting you a nice present, so just be quiet.
You don't even know what I want.
Hush your mouth.
I say wrap it halfway up and across the top. It'll look cool. It'll last a lifetime. It won't come off in the water. Yeah.
It'll last a lifetime.
I think I want to have mine like rhino coated with rhino coating. I think that'd be cool.
Just wrap it up in Gorilla Tape.
Or wrap it up in Gorilla Tape. One or the
You
other.
could get the pretty colored ones. There you go. I
can.
could get you the little zebra or
Zebra.
leopard.
Yeah, I've seen that. That would look pretty cool. I think I
prefer zebras.
I forget what color's on my hose now. It's either pink or fluorescent orange wrapped on my hose where I had that hose break. So I'll use any of it. I don't care. Oh, cool. Well, let us know, Kathleen, what you end up getting, okay?
I will.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, and I want to thank you for being here. Also joining us tonight, we got the other half of the Biffle. We got Shad Biffle joining us tonight. How you doing, Shad?
I'm good. I'm toasty warm right now.
Yeah, rubbing in. My feet are freezing. It's cold in this room. And what was Shad wanting for Christmas?
I don't really know yet. I've been toying around a few ideas. One of it was a Smith & Wesson 460V 5-inch revolver.
Nice. Okay.
Shoots 3 different calibers, of course.
Cool.
You could shoot 45 Colt in it.
Mm-hmm.
You could shoot the 454 Cooley in it. And then you could do the 460 shells, which, that'll stop a grizzly.
Yeah. Are you planning on being in grizzly country soon?
Never know where I may wander.
That's true. You are a wandering buffalo, so you never know. Well, that'd be a nice gift, Shad.
But I don't know. You brought up about getting air and stuff. And
that right.
Maybe I should.
You should. If you got a compressor on there, you should be running the air.
Yeah. Yep, I would be.
Heck yeah.
There was only maybe 2 times that we really would have used it, I think, this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like on a high priority list where we're at right now, I guess, unless we take some more trips. But I'll look. Never know. May find a deal.
Well, if we ever get to go to Idaho,
yeah.
Yeah.
Or never know where like you said, where you'll wind up. And the water's going to be deeper, and you're going to wish you had it. So,
I want some kind of invention that I could just put on my face, other than a snorkel, where I can breathe.
That's what the air thing is.
Yep.
You mean a full face mask, Kathleen?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just when I'm just long arming it. So maybe we will get something.
What do you want, a glass ball over your head or something?
Oh, yeah, like an old diver ball kind of deal.
Like the squirrel on SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's what she wants, like Patty. That's it. That's what she needs. And she could see all around her and just have this glass ball. She could stick her head in the water and still breathe.
Yeah.
That's what she needs, Shad. See if you can find one of those somewhere.
Yeah, it's called a
Goldfish.
glass jar.
Yeah, or goldfish bowl. That's what it is. Oh, mercy. Crazy, crazy. So anything else happening, Shad, with you, brother?
Not that you didn't already hear.
Yeah.
But I did want to bring one thing up for Rich. Darth, his good old buddy Darth, said that you need to make an ammo can wood-burning stove for that shack when you go there, when it is cold. So there you go. It's on the internet. There's instructions. Get at it. Cooley's Corner edition.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Which actually is smart. I've seen those, and yeah, that would heat you up nice in there.
That is a good idea for Cooley's Corner.
Yeah, but that means then I got to cut wood.
Oh my God, really?
Or you could buy a little bit on your way. Yeah.
Or you could take.
That was a bunch of trees out here, so I don't have to go too far.
Right.
There you go.
And you got nice crispy fire crackling, and oh yeah, you'd be toasty, Rich. That's what you need, brother. Oh, cool. Now, Shad, thank you for sticking around tonight. We appreciate it, and thank you for being here, buddy. And last but not least, our little buddy, the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Mr. Dennis Dayton. How are you, Dennis?
I'm doing really good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Where you at tonight?
I am in Oklahoma still.
Still in Oklahoma?
And, yeah, I'm not looking forward to the drive because, you know, it was a little bit cold this morning, but it's like in the upper 40s, almost 50 right now, and it's like weird. But, you know, seeing all the cold weather we're going to be driving back home to, I'm just not looking forward to that drive home tomorrow.
Yeah, because you're right. You're driving right back into it. So,
yeah, it'll be cold outside. Of course, it's, you know, I'm nice and warm now. It's, you know, I'm warm inside here. Mm-hmm. Fireplace and
did you?
Yeah, and I got to visit. You know, it's pretty cool. I got to visit some old friends while I was here. I always got three people that I visit.
Right.
3 buddies. I know one of them's actually listening tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Darren Watkins. He, I stopped by to go see him before we came back out here and got on the show. And when I went up and he answered the door, he opened the door. It was funny because he was wearing these pajama pants, and they were Avengers. And I thought, what in the heck are you wearing? And he had some kind of battery pack or something stripped on the side. He turned it on, they all light up. And
oh, jeez. That sounds like something you would have.
No. But you know, it's pretty cool to get to visit old friends, and you know, I didn't have as much time, you know, coming. Usually, I stay a little bit longer than, you know, what I normally do. But you know, the daughter's got a basketball game Friday, and couldn't stay as long and really get to spend a little bit more quality time with, you know, some of the friends and catch up on old times. But,
right.
You know, it was good overall. And
you had a good Christmas then?
Oh, yes. I had a great Christmas.
Good.
Great Christmas. And went to another buddy of mine, David, actually Jake Hennon and David Holland should be the other two that I went to visit. Mm-hmm. And took them a couple pans and actually got to, you know, taught him how to pan. And
that's cool.
He's pumped up, excited now. He's, you know, we're talking about places on the Arkansas River because my parents were where I'm at is not even a quarter mile away from the Arkansas River. Mm-hmm. And of course the Arkansas River starts in Colorado. So, you know, there's got to be gold, even if it's just flood gold. And, you know, I was talking about, you know, trying to find gravel bars, and I kind of explained to him, you know, what you look for. He said, man, I know where a couple gravel bars are at. So after he panned and got, you know, see gold in the pan, you could start to see that excitement, you know, and he's talking, yeah, as soon as it warms up, he said he's going down, he's going to hit them gravel bars. He said, if I find gold, I'm not saying nothing to nobody. I said, you better tell me.
Yeah, tell you. Don't tell nobody else. Right.
Yeah, so you can tell he's already got the fever. It's always really cool to, people, when you show them how to pan the first time they pan and they see gold. It's just to see that first, that excitement. That's what's really cool.
That is cool. I'm glad you had a great Christmas, and yes. I'm sorry that you have to leave and go back, back to the Indiana in the cold, but
Well, we're gonna do. Actually, Derek got a hold of me, and he of course he was sending me a message, asked me, well, what was I gonna do this weekend, and I was like, I don't know. He said, let's have a cons party in the man cave now since I've got everything over there. I went, that's a great idea.
That is.
So we're gonna put the new man cave to work.
Ah, see,
yeah,
great idea. And
but I do want to give a big welcome and thank you to our new Patreon subscriber, Matthew Hayes.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew Hayes, and welcome to the club.
Heck yeah. Yes, I'm trying to add old Swiftwater. It's still, he sent me a message on Skype, and
is Matt listening tonight?
I don't know. I can't see. Let me see the chat room. I got to turn around.
I'm looking.
Okay, thank you, Kathleen.
No,
because I ain't. He might be listening. He just ain't in the chat room, right?
Oh,
that could
be.
be.
On Spreaker or something.
Could be. Yeah, it could be. But yes, welcome, Matthew. For sure. Let's try Swiftwater again. If this don't work, Scott, you might have to restart your Skype if you're listening. Because, Dennis, and you got some dirt waiting for you at home, don't you?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I got some dirt hog in the box at the house, and it's driving me crazy.
Well, I took a cue from you since nobody got me a bag. I went ahead and ordered myself a bag. I said, I got it. I can't stand it. I need some pay dirt. So I ordered a bag of dirt hog, small 1 pound bag. Yeah.
Did you get the 1 pounder?
Yeah, just the 1 pounder. I said, Merry Christmas to me. I ordered myself.
Okay. I kind of did the same thing. I got the caribou claim.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bag. It's a 2 pound bag, and yeah.
But I figured this way, No, I got my dirt. That's what I really.
It helps the itch, don't it?
It does. It really does. And that's why I said, heck with it. I'm getting me a bag. I don't mind the wait for it to be delivered. I'll be fine because when it gets here, I'm like you. It's like, oh yeah, got me some dirt. It's gonna have plenty of gold in it, and I'll be okay for a while again. It does. It definitely helps the itch.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you. How was your Christmas, Tim?
It was pretty good,
How
Dennis.
was your?
Thank you for asking, buddy. It was good.
Anything special or anything? Well, what'd you do?
We did our Christmas Eve here, and then we went to my son's Christmas Day and had dinner there, and then last night we finished it. We had to go to see her sister in Mansfield, and that wrapped up a 3-day Christmas-a-thon. It seemed like, gosh, I'm so tired. I'm glad it's done, and I got my socks like I figured I would, and
Hey, you know what though?
What's that?
You didn't get a pair of Avenger.
No, I did get pajama pants though, because my wife was complaining that my pajama pants had holes all in them, so she bought me like 3 pairs of them. And I'm like, oh geez, I only needed 1 pair. And then she did get me slippers, and it was funny because I opened them up and I love slippers. Mine were so worn out, and I pulled the one out to put it on, and I look in the box, and there wasn't another slipper in there, and she was like, what do you mean there's only one? Like, there's only 1 slipper in the box. Oh, she was all bent out of shape. She was trying to take it back to the store then. I'm like...
Yeah, they're supposed to check for stuff like that.
Yeah, I said, the store's closed. Don't worry about it. We'll get it when they open. Yeah, there was only 1 slipper in the box. I'm like...
I tell you what, I'll ask Darren, and I'll find out where he got his Avenger, them warm, fuzzy pajamas.
Yeah, find out. I might like to have a pair of those.
Oh my goodness, our Christmas lists were the same. I got new pajamas and slippers.
See?
And I was happy.
I was happy too, really. I was glad. And then she did finally go. She went, actually Christmas Day, because that was Christmas Eve she gave them to me. So Christmas Day, she went, they were open, and she got another box with 2 slippers in it. I was like, sweet. So I have them on right now, actually. So I was happy. Pajamas and slippers and socks. That's all I need. I'm good for another year.
And pay.
And pay dirt. Yep. I'm definitely good for another year. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Had a great Christmas, so thank you for asking.
Good.
And Dennis, thank you for being here. And don't you got a Snapple fun fact for us tonight?
Yeah, actually I do. I have this now. It's a real fact.
Okay.
It's a Snapple real fact now.
I always get them confused.
It's real fact. It's a Snapple real fact number 1393. That's 1393 for some people.
Okay.
It says the sun is actually white, but the Earth's atmosphere makes it appear yellow. Do you know that?
No.
No, I didn't.
I thought the sun was yellow.
No. It's actually white, but because of the Earth's atmosphere, it makes it appear yellow.
But in all the movies in outer space, it's yellow.
Oh, yeah, or red.
Well,
Sometimes
that's
it's
a
red.
match. They paint it.
My whole childhood coloring is just down the drain.
I've been living a lie.
Yep, you've been living a lie.
So is the moon really white?
Oh, good question.
Ooh.
You know what? That's a good question, Chad.
That is. Google it. Is the moon really white? Or
It's made out of cheese.
Oh, that's right.
Do it.
Kathleen's right. It's made out of cheese. So it would be cheesy yellow color.
Actually, I was typing into Google, is the moon really? And the first thing that popped up was cheese.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Why? I wonder why. Why would that even be an option? I see. Trying to get Swiftwater in here. He's having... Okay. Scott's not going to make it. He's having computer issues tonight. So.
And he must have picked up my old computer.
He must have. Yep, he might need a jitterbug computer too, maybe.
Yeah, don't quit going through my trash.
Yeah, he got Dennis's old computer. Sorry, Scott. Well, we'll have Scott here next week. Hopefully he'll have his Dennis computer fixed by then. He'll be back up and running. Man. And on that note, though, we still got Kathleen's Dredging Up the News, so we're going to kick it over to Kathleen and Dredging Up the News.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
Hello, everybody. I'm kind of not prepared today. I'm gonna wing it. No,
Wing it.
Fake
Okay.
news.
I had. Did you hear the paper shuffling?
Little.
That's, I'm ready to go.
Go for it.
December 27th. This is our last show in 2017, guys.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So let's make it a good one.
You got
Of
it.
course. All right, I'll start off with this story. Earthwork at Eureka County Gold Mine continues as McEwen Mining Incorporated builds one of Nevada's newest greenfield open pit heap leach operation. Oh, that's a mouthful. So this company, operating as a subsidiary of McEwen Mining in Nevada, they began constructing this gold bar project in the fourth quarter. This was after the BLM approved the mine's proposed action to do this. The mining company's VP said that they feel lucky because they normally do not work this far into the season. So they are taking advantage of Nevada's cold yet dry conditions to do as much clearing the land as they can.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is to build out this leach pad in spring after the thaw. They will be installing mechanics and equipment in summer and they're going to start operating late 2018. So that's
Okay.
that's a goal. Once in production, they're hoping that, or they're expecting to produce 65,000 ounces of gold a year,
Wow.
which is 8,000 tons of ore a day. Isn't that crazy?
It is. That's a lot of
It's
dirt.
expected to last for 7 years. This gold mine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the design was to it's mostly BLM land, but there is some private land in that.
Okay.
Be like 4 open pits. 2 pits already exist from old workings.
Right.
So the total resource totals about 500,000 ounces.
Wow. Nice.
Just to me, that's unfathomable, and unfathomable will come up later in the news.
All right.
So remember that word.
Will do.
Kathleen, did they say how they actually mine? Is it hard rock mining? Is it?
Yeah, it's well, they're going to be, smashing up the ore, and then I do believe they will be using arsenic. I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
I don't know if I got it mixed up with another story, so don't quote me on that.
There you go.
So they crush it up, and then what do they run it through? Do they say, or?
Not in this article. They didn't say.
Okay.
But
I didn't know if they still ran it through sluice boxes or how did they do it. That's why I wasn't sure.
yeah, I don't know that they're sluicing it. I'm pretty sure it's all.
They're going to run it all the way to our house.
Yeah.
They're running on that cleanup table.
There you go.
There you go. Through a Cooley cleanup system.
But all the things that this. I mean, it's a big mining company, so you can imagine how big this operation
Oh,
is
it's
going
got
to
to
be.
be huge. Open pit mining, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and some of the things in the contract was like the mine they have to paint all their buildings the same colors of the landscape so it blends in.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And they have to have lights that do not interfere with the desert's dark skies.
Oh,
A little demanding, aren't they?
Additional environmental considerations also include proponent-driven mitigation. They would carpooling and drive time restrictions to reduce risk to the sage grouse.
Wow. And no operating until afternoon so people can do their laundry?
That's what I'm thinking. Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. All these demands, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it doesn't stop there. There's more. They have to put fencing, of course, to keep the wildlife out.
Uh-huh.
They have to use bird balls on
Bird balls?
on the ponds.
Oh.
I think it's something you float on your pond to keep the birds away from the water.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
I was reading this craziness. I'm like, is this a joke? And
They
no.
just need to get some duck hunters out there. They'll keep the ducks off the pond.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, construction is progressing and it continues into winter. It stays on schedule for next year. This mine might celebrate its first gold pour in the first quarter of 2019.
Oh, wow, cool. I'm still picturing bird balls.
Google that one.
Yeah. Bird balls. Oh, Lord.
Oh my
Tell me
goodness.
one
So
night.
there wasn't much going on in the news of gold mining. I scoured as much as I could. I don't know, during this time it must be their slow.
Yeah, probably everybody on Christmas vacations and stuff, probably till the beginning of the year, I bet. Maybe they shut a lot of these mines down. Who knows, right? Possible.
Probably.
They could be out looking for bird balls.
Yeah, I mean,
no
I'm reading stories with bird balls in them now.
I got you what a bird ball is.
What's a bird ball?
They are floating balls that hide the water from birds.
So there'd be a lot of them?
They're different color. They look similar to the terrain. So I guess, if they say you're in a desert.
So what is it, like a big tarp?
They're just a bunch of balls.
Are they small balls or big balls?
What?
They're hollow plastic balls.
And they have to float them in their water ponds.
Yes. They're good for heat retention, as the balls cover more than 90% of the surface area. They provide an insulation blanket on the water tank or the tank.
Well,
they're also good for odor control, algae control,
well, that's not too bad. I mean,
evaporation control.
Hey, they don't want the birds to think it's a swimming pond and start
Maybe.
swimming.
Do they
They
sprinkle?
really come in giant sacks that you dump out the
That's what I was wondering. Do they sprinkle powder on the bird balls to keep them from sticking? Hey, Shad, do they sprinkle powder on bird balls to keep them from sticking to each other?
Oh boy, I didn't know. Of all my stories tonight, I didn't really think this one was going to have this much conversation.
I just know it's possible. I'm just curious. It's one of them things.
Oh, jeez.
pour your balls into the tank. That's literally instructions.
Oh my goodness.
Order your bird balls.
Assume equal distribution too.
Just be sure to order your
All right,
bird
guys,
balls.
I'm moving on.
Move along. Oh, mercy.
But yeah, that was really funny. Okay. Well, as far as domestic stories, like I said, there wasn't much going on. So I came across this story, and I don't really think it has anything to do with it, much of anything, but it was interesting.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, we'll take it.
All right. Did you guys know? I guess it could be a fun fact, but that's not what I'm doing for my fun fact. Idaho is actually the fastest growing state that we have right now.
Really?
Yes. Its neighbor, Wyoming, is last. So people think, okay, that's kind of strange. You got two states right next to each other. Why is it different?
Yeah.
Well, at first glance, they do have a lot of common. Of course, they share the border.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently the state's birth was July 1890. So both of them were, so to speak, born.
Uh-huh.
And they became a state. So they're like, well, what's up with Wyoming? Why is it going from fourth fastest growing state in 2012, and now it's hitting at the bottom of 2017?
Right.
It has to do with, coal mining.
With coal mining?
Yes. It's always been heavily coal mined.
Mm-hmm.
However, Wyoming's mines are now shipping out fewer tons of coal and getting paid less for each of them. So that resource-dependent states, that's what they call it, Wyoming. They may see population recovery in 2018 thanks to a partial recovery in energy. So maybe with everything going on with the mining industry, that they may come back.
Could be. Possibility.
But Idaho is called the gem state.
Right. I wonder why Idaho's the fastest growing.
Well, I'm about to tell you.
All right. Why, thank you.
Gem state?
It is called the gem state.
I thought it the potato state.
Well, I think it's both.
Okay.
But it's nicknamed the gem state. Maybe it's not called the gem state.
Right.
So I guess the reason why Idaho did so well, they moved on from mines long ago, from mining. First they stepped into agriculture and forestry, and then into manufacturing and technology and services. So that's what they're big on.
Okay.
And yeah, so
That makes sense then.
there is another reason why, too, but it doesn't make much sense. Okay, in 1890, they said Idaho's population was 1.3 times larger than Wyoming's.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's interesting. In 2017, it was 3 times larger.
Wow.
So the Boise metro area alone is home to more people than all of Wyoming.
Wow.
They live in Boise.
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
That is, yeah. It really is.
Oh, I just thought, and then one more little thing about it. We'll move on.
Sure.
Good old Idaho. They've got the 4th cheapest cost of living in the country, according to a 2017 index from the Council for Community and Economic Research.
Mm-hmm.
Only Arkansas, Kentucky, and Mississippi are cheaper.
Oh, wow.
And Wyoming came in 29th.
I'll be darned. Interesting. That is very interesting.
I thought it was. Deep thoughts.
It is, yeah.
All right. So that brings us to some global news. I do have a couple stories here. This is an update on that deep sea mining. Remember,
yes.
I talked about it. I can't remember when, but this is off the coast of Papua New Guinea.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the Bismarck Sea. Anyway, a court action has been launched claiming that the government is withholding information about the multi-billion-dollar project. The project is operated by Solwara 1 Field, which is operated by Nautilus Minerals Incorporated, which is in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And it's backed by Russian and Omani mining firms. So this is all the folks who are going into this deep sea mining venture. So they're saying that, okay, well, there's serious issues with the mining operation and all the heavy digging, because they're saying, the environmentalists saying, it's because of the thermal vents at the bottom of the sea where they find the most deposits. So this is also a key source for earliest signs of life on Earth.
Right.
And they feel it may be damaged.
Yeah.
So now seabed mining is starting to become a real thing.
Yeah.
So basically what they're going to be doing, when I read the description of it, it sounds like dredging. They're going to excavate the bottom of the sea, and all of the deposits are drawn to the surface in a slurry.
Mm-hmm.
The water is removed and the rock transferred and broken down for minerals like gold, copper, and tellurium. I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
And then it extracts the water back into the sea floor.
Wow. That's a strange operation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting to, keep you guys up to date on.
Yeah. Yeah, you have been. That's interesting. Can't wait to hear more on it, too.
Yeah. So we shall see.
Mm-hmm.
There, I guess it's going to be another battle, but for now, I mean, they did everything that they were supposed to, and they got their permits, so that's what's going on.
For right now. Okay.
And then I got a short little story here. In Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
The Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners Task Force on Sunday, they arrested 18 illegal miners at the Manso Kiniago.
There we go.
I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. Really.
Hey, did they have a sanctuary city for the illegal miners there?
What's that?
I said, do they have a sanctuary city for those illegal miners there?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do they?
Oh goodness. Well, they.
It's Wing It Wednesday. Right, Kathleen?
Yeah, it is. It's been that kind of a day.
Mm-hmm. That's all right.
Well, yeah, when they got arrested, 41 dredges were also impounded.
Wow.
The small scale miners renewed its commitment to fighting illegal It's just illegal mining, guys.
Okay.
Not all mining.
Okay.
Through the Operation Save Our River Bodies campaign. Since then, 126 illegal miners have been arrested in the Ashanti and Central regions. Over 200 dredges have been destroyed.
Wow.
And, these small-scale miners who are doing it the right way, they're calling on government and other stakeholders to help support them.
Sure.
To help flush out the illegal miners. And the illegal miners are the ones who are destroying the water bodies, and they're ruining it for everyone else, basically.
Right.
So they're hoping for more, not to abolish it, but, to get it under control.
Yeah, get rid of the illegal mining altogether.
Yeah, and they keep destroying all those dredges, and why don't they start a foundation to donate these dredges to legal miners who need them?
That's a good idea. Well,
you know?
Yeah. And keep the legal mining going on. Whatever's involved with that down there.
Recycling.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Here's a gently used dredge.
That's right. We seized it from these illegal miners, and now it's yours.
I think that'd be a great idea.
It would be a great idea. It's kind of like an upgrade,
Yeah.
And maybe they can use the equipment. I mean, we don't know. I mean, that's a great idea. Instead of destroying them.
I know. That brings us to our fun facts.
Fun facts.
Although some of the stories were pretty fun.
They were, especially the bird balls.
Yeah, I know, right? So, I thought I would do something like take a walk through history with you guys.
Okay.
On all the greatest gold heists ever.
Nice.
Yeah, so let's start. We'll start in 524 BC.
Okay.
We're really going back in time.
We're going way back.
But this one has pirates in it.
Cool.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. 524 BC pirates, they were setting sail for Sifnos. These are in the Greek Isles. This island is actually known for vast gold and silver mines that are located there. So when the pirates arrived to the island, they robbed the island of 1,000 talents. And we had to look that up to see what is a talent. Well, back then it was an unfathomable amount.
A what kind of amount?
There's that unfathomable. Remember that word I told you to remember?
Yes,
it came
did.
up.
Okay.
That is the word of the day.
I
so
can't
anyway,
even say it.
that equates to 75 pounds of gold.
Wow.
Times 1,000.
Times 1,000.
Wow.
So that's 836 troy ounces.
That was a good heist.
And this is actually supposed to be the biggest in history, but I think I kept coming across different ones that said that they were the biggest. So I don't know.
Interesting.
But that one's pretty hefty for 524 BC.
That's a heck of a heist.
So we're going to skip ahead now.
Okay.
So we're up to 1855. There were so many good ones. I couldn't take them all, so I had to pick just the really interesting ones. In 1855, 3 companies shipped 91 kilograms of gold from England to France. It was worth $3.8 million at current prices.
Right.
So the gold, to ship it, they heavily secured it on a train because back then there was a lot of train robberies and such. So when they put the gold in like a group of boxes, and they were stacked on top of each other, and they kept these boxes locked under dual control. Dual control, basically, it requires 2 keys by 2 different employees to open them, for security. Well, the boxes also then had iron bars around them to reinforce them. So when the gold got to France, they opened the box and everything was replaced with lead.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So evidently, before the box was shipped, the railway workers were able to use molten wax to forge new keys.
Oh.
So you had to been in cahoots with someone.
Yeah. to know
awesome.
it was even coming on board.
1855.
Wow.
Diabolical.
Yeah. Was any of these, was it recovered? Does it tell you that?
If I wanted to really make this really long, yeah.
Okay.
Some of them I have some stories that do
Okay.
through the recovery, but that one didn't, and then probably 1855 they didn't have a lot of other information on it, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
That's a good one,
Yeah.
to do a closer look.
Oh, yeah.
They probably just buried it out by that one tree, out there
Probably.
somewhere.
Probably. That's the thing. It's like,
And they forgot where they buried
Yep,
it.
or they,
Probably.
or they killed each other because
Yeah.
thinking the other one was going to go get it, and so it's still buried today.
Could be. Oh boy. So that was 1855. Well, now we are to 1900. So now we're getting closer.
Okay.
In Nevada, 3 men, they called themselves the Wild Bunch. And the Wild Bunch was made famous, of course, by Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Anyway, these 3 men robbed a bank, and they escaped with $32,000 in gold. They didn't put masks on their face when they robbed the bank, and it was in broad daylight.
Mm-hmm.
They put $32,000 worth of gold coins on their horses and sped out of town. So 2 posses spent 3 days searching for them, but they had escaped to Wyoming and then later Texas. A few months later, a photo of the Wild Bunch dressed in their finest was sent to the bank from Fort Worth, Texas, along with a note of thanks for the gold.
Oh, wow. Those guys were rubbing it in a little bit.
Yeah, I know. And this robbery became a Nevada legend, evidently. So it is a big legend in Nevada.
Wow.
And there was a Western that came out in 1969 that was called The Wild Bunch.
Yes, there was. That's right.
I've never seen that Western. I like Westerns.
Yeah, you're going to have to Google it and watch it.
I know. There's so many things to do. So little time.
Yeah.
All right, so that was 1900. Where are we now? 1983.
83?
We're getting closer.
All right, getting up in our
1983.
times, yeah.
All right, so 6 guys. They broke, and I think I read about this once, but they broke into a Brinks warehouse, and this is in London Heathrow, the airport.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They broke in, and it was rumored that they stole 3 million pounds of cash, or I think that's what they were going after, the 3 million pounds of cash.
Okay.
$3 million or 3 million pounds? That's-
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It would have been $3
Maybe
million.
$3 million.
But anyway. To rob the place, the gentleman doused the guards in gasoline, and they threatened to light them on fire until they gave up the keys. So they gave up the keys. The robbers got away, but it was incorrect. It wasn't $3 million in cash. It was actually 76 boxes of gold bullion.
Oh.
And 6,800 bars of gold. And it's said to be worth around $40 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. And this story gets really interesting. And it was too much for me to write, so I'm just going to, find it on the site.
Okay.
Well, they said the aftermath of this robbery, they compared it to King Tut's curse.
Mm-hmm.
Where, people who discovered King Tut's tomb were said to have misfortunes. Well, that is kind of what happened to this group who, after they did the heist, it said that 20 people are to have died because of this greed or anger. So I guess they all suffered misfortunes. I wish they would tell me what they were, but it didn't. But that's definitely an interesting story to look a closer look.
Yes, it is. That might
if
be
you
one.
want to know.
Mm-hmm. That one's worth looking
So
into
many
a little
cool
more.
ones.
Man.
See how it was hard to pick pick them.
It would be tough to pick. Holy cow. And see, there's another one. Did they recover this $40 million in gold? You know?
I don't know.
See? That's another good one.
I know. I just wish I had more time.
That one's by a rock, buried.
That one's
That
by a
one is
rock,
by
not
a
a
rock,
tree.
buried.
Okay. Dang.
See, these fun facts are like just piquing your interest, right?
They do.
Just
They really
interested.
do.
And then I may pick one of them for one of my segments, which I didn't get to do one in December for the closer look. But we'll talk about that later.
Gotcha.
We'll move on through time. We are now at 1995.
Ooh, getting real close.
Yes, we are. Kerry Packer. He is an Australian media tycoon. He was said to hold 285 kilograms of gold in his office in a safe, along with a gold jar of nuggets and jewelry. So this is what he keeps at home. Well, evidently, of course, it turned up missing, and it was valued to around $11.9 million. Yeah, so this guy never got caught. So they did mention this.
Okay.
But it was rumored that the gold was melted in nearby Melbourne. And then the person who had robbed the tycoon was a safe mechanic who had worked on his safe before.
Oh, inside job.
Now, that is a job where it's definitely
Man.
I thought that was kind of...
That one's interesting.
So now we are in 2012, and there's actually 2 stories in 2012. There's actually more than 2, but
Really?
I couldn't write them all down.
Okay.
So anyway, in Singapore, 70 gold bars, and this is worth $4.3 million. It went missing from Brinks, Singapore, and this is a company that provides secure transportation and logistics services. You've heard of them, Brinks. Well, the robbers didn't get far. Within 12 hours, they were caught at the airport trying to leave. So that one they did, it wasn't as interesting,
Right, but
as the others.
at least we know what happened to it.
There's closure.
Yes, there is closure on that one.
You have your closure.
It's not hidden under a rock somewhere. They
No,
got their
that
gold
one
back.
is not.
Okay,
And this one kind of has closure too.
Okay.
But this one's longer.
that's fine.
Do you want you guys in the mood for it tonight?
Heck yeah, but yeah, of course.
Okay, so it is the last
Yeah.
one. This one is 2012, and I think we know someone who lives out in Mariposa, California.
I think so.
I don't know, the name just sounded familiar. Anyway, no, like one of our listeners or a prospecting pal. I don't know. Anyway, Mariposa, California. This one was actually a museum, but within the museum, they held historic gold and minerals and collective things, specimens, things like that, and all of these dated back to the gold rush. So the case was interesting. It started one way, but then it ended up kind of crazy. But the robbery actually occurred September 28th, the year 2012. It was 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday. So the California State Mineral and Mining Museum at the Mariposa County Fairgrounds, it was said to contain 13,000 precious artifacts, and of course these were dated back to the California Gold Rush, and they were robbed in broad daylight.
Wow.
So when they looked at the security tapes, they revealed that they did a pretty quick takeover. A museum curator was on duty at the desk, and the second curator was on duty in the back room. 2 people dressed in black clothing came in. They had ball caps, hoods pulled over their heads, and they were carrying pickaxes, like for mining.
Right.
So they ended up going around the corner into the vault. And in there, the thieves attempted, they came to steal the museum's most prized possession, and this is a one-of-a-kind gold cluster. It weighed more than 13 pounds.
Wow.
And it's called, I think I might be pronouncing it wrong, the Fricot Nugget? What does this say, dear? Fricot. Fricot?
Sure.
Fricot?
Fricot. Fricot. The fricot.
Fricot. Well, anyway, that's what it's called. Somebody in California will probably know what I'm talking about. So the video footage revealed that the criminals were actually swinging their pickaxes to try to get this nugget out of the safe. Mm-hmm. So when they found that they just couldn't do it, the robbers started smashing all the display cases and they just grabbing anything that they could. I mean, they were just wanting to steal something. So, but they did tell the employees that they had a gun. So,
okay.
But I don't think a gun was ever detected. It was daylight. Nobody saw anything, and it was crazy. It was just it happened in the middle of the day.
Interesting.
So when they also looked at the video, they couldn't really see their faces because they were wearing flashlights on the bills of their caps.
Okay.
So, when you're looking if you're looking at somebody who's shining a light in your eye, you can't really see them because it's all blacked out. Mm-hmm. Turns out there was a reported they had stolen a truck at the grocery store there in town, and these men were actually but they were noticed when they finally interviewed all of the people in the town. They said, come to think of it, 2 weeks ago we saw these tourists that came in, and they were just acting weird. There were two men. They were taking pictures of stuff that didn't really seem to make sense. Right. They didn't really care what they were looking at. They were just taking pictures. So that prompted one of the detectives to review the video footage from that week that these folks remember seeing this person, and sure enough, they were casing the place.
Oh.
Yeah. So the robbers, what they took was a lot of specimens, and these are extremely rare. So the value was difficult for them to really pinpoint. Mm-hmm. But what they didn't get away with the Fricot Nugget. Right. Fricot Nugget.
The Fricot.
What they did was take pieces from the collection and included quartz that had, the gold veins in it. These are unique specimens that, intact, they're worth a lot more money than the gold that's probably in them.
Right.
But these criminals did not understand that, and evidently they were caught, and it was, I think, a few months later they did catch them, and how they caught them was after the video footage that they looked at, they started looking through their databases and stuff, and then evidently they did have a fingerprint. So when they ran it through their database, one of the individuals, Christopher Scott Sheffield of Georgetown, California, he was in custody for a DUI and drug violations.
Celebrating.
So that is how, and then he was put in the database. So he got identified. And they did end up having 5 suspects across, just in different areas, who were involved in this robbery. So when they did a raid on the house, I think they did have a permit, but I couldn't remember all the specifics on that. But when they did get in there, it was actually a houseboat, and the mastermind of the case, he's the one who lived there. They did find gold, but it wasn't what they wanted to find.
Right.
The artifacts have all been destroyed. Yeah, they were smashing it. Larger than golf ball sizes pieces of quartz that had veins of gold. They whacked it with a hammer on a hard surface until it fell apart. And then it just left quartz dust and pieces of gold everywhere.
Oh, jeez.
And then one of the detectives said they tried to use a soapy solution, And he compared it to, like, he said, they were like cavemen trying to do gold recovery. And everything they tried to do just broke it apart.
Wow, that's amazing. The heck?
Yeah, so the criminals had tried putting the items into pots and Tupperware and trying to break it down with soap and different liquids.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously, they didn't know a lot about mining. Maybe,
Right, obviously.
all they did was take the dirt off the gold.
Yeah, they were washing it really good. All they were doing.
Unfortunately, the end result was tragic because not only did they not recover the amount of gold that was taken, and likely never will, because it was just destroyed.
Yeah, but all them specimen pieces were completely destroyed that are irreplaceable.
Right.
That's what's
right.
crazy. It's like, wow. I kind of remember that when that happened.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I remember when that happened.
Wow.
Yes, but...
It wasn't too long ago, 2012.
No, right. It's, 5 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah. And then they, I guess 5 of them were sentenced and, sent to prison.
Mm-hmm.
But when they did the damages, the museum, they finally put a number on it. They charged the thieves with $1.1 million of damages.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That was gold and minerals.
Okay.
The damages were $17,500.
And just damages to the museum, right? Wow.
And then, of course, the $1,400 for the truck that they
stole.
They stole, and they evidently crashed it down a ravine.
Jesus God.
So they got to throw that in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta tally it all up, man.
Yeah, and the total ended up being $1,124,040.93.
Oh my God. I could just see these morons sitting around trying to do this.
Yeah. And the detective saying it was like cavemen, trying to...
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing,
like coconut, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's a shame, though, to ruin that.
I know.
I've never... Now, see that frickin' nugget that you're talking about? I've
Yeah.
never seen a picture of that. I'm have to...
Oh, it's really cool looking.
I have to Google that to see a picture of it
It's
sometime.
FRICOT.
FRICOT. I have to look that up because I want to see what it looks like. Because that's the main one they were after.
And then, they came in with pickaxes to, bust open a safe.
Yeah, that's...
I've never...
That shows right there,
know.
yeah.
Does that work?
Caveman, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
They were trying to mine for gold.
Yeah, through a steel safe with a pickaxe. Geniuses.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, to even try something like that.
Yeah,
I don't
right,
know how smart.
exactly.
Really
no. Oh my God. Amazing. But I definitely, hopefully you'll do like an extended story on one of them other ones too that...
I've got so many
couple interesting ones
ideas
there.
that I want to do, and
yeah,
that will be on. I will put that on the list.
Yeah, because there's some interesting ones there. I'd like to know, like.
Oh yeah, there were, and I just couldn't go through all of them.
No,
but
it's just amazing.
Yeah, you could probably just Google it.
Yeah, there was a lot of gold stolen over the years, obviously, in big amounts. And I'd like to know, was it recovered? Or was it still out there waiting for somebody to find it someday? It's when that's what I like. It's very interesting. Great job, Kathleen. Man, I love that stuff.
I do too. I could spend hours just doing that and not care about local news. Because it's either some massive big gold mine buying this massive big gold mine, backing this massive big gold mine.
Yeah.
And then global news, it's illegal mining, And,
yeah, you're right. It is, but it's still interesting stuff.
But no news is good news,
right.
so
it's all interesting. I I enjoy all the news that you do because it's all gold related and mining related, and it's always just interesting to us, And that's the only way I hear about it is from you every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because I don't pick up a paper. I don't. I don't watch the news. So.
Now, if you were to ask me what's going on in politics, or right now anyway,
right,
or entertainment, or I couldn't tell you anything about. I'm getting to the point where I don't recognize people on the TV.
Right. It's getting to that
Like,
point.
who's that?
So much nonsense, you don't care. It's like, but the gold stories are interesting, and you research them, and they're always great, and I appreciate them. I think everybody does. We all look forward to Kathleen's news, because that's how we get our gold information, is from Kathleen's source. That's for sure, and we thank you, Kathleen. Great job, as always. Man, very cool. Now I'm really looking forward to the extended versions.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because it was supposed to be once a month, and December just kind of got away from us.
Right, you did not do the last one you did was right around Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving. And then New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Right.
Right, I won't be around, so we won't do a show New Year's Eve, because I will not be.
So maybe the Sunday after.
Right, okay. All right.
The first Sunday show in 2018 will kick it off.
That'll be great, yes. That'll be perfect. The first Sunday show. Yeah, because, it's... you know how it is. Sometimes you got to do these things, and, it's like...
Oh, we all wish to just be our day job, but...
Yeah, right.
We have day jobs and commitment.
Yeah,
and responsibility.
The wife, I do this. Last year we did it, and I said, yeah, we'll do it again this year. It's like... Oh. So it's like, okay... We'll just cancel this Sunday show, and then, like you said, the first show of 2018, Kathleen will do an extended version of one of these stories, Kathleen?
Oh, I'm just going to surprise you.
Okay, cool. I like surprises. That'll be awesome.
We did a lot of looking around in Arizona when we went out there, and so I got a lot of interesting things when I was out there, too. And we are still working on that video. It's going to just have to be a lot of videos.
Oh, yeah. And did you finish reading your second book?
I finished the first one. I am still reading the second book because time has just gotten away from me.
Oh, I know. It's been so busy. I'm sure you just haven't had time. I
can't believe how busy I am.
Right, that you haven't had time. So I was just wondering if you got through that. I'm sure all them people that won them prizes got them by now. I haven't seen no pictures posted.
Yeah, nobody posted pictures?
I haven't seen a one. Has anybody?
Have you seen anything, Shad?
No, but I did get messages from some of the people that won some things.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing. None of the pictures posted at all. It's like, wow, really?
Well, I don't know. A couple of the items, well, at least one of them we sent because I got tracking numbers, and they would have just got them yesterday.
Oh, really? Wow, okay. Yeah, the holiday shipping stuff.
Yep, and where they're at in the country and the time it takes to get there. So,
okay.
They could still be out of town. I'm giving them some excuses here.
Oh, you are. You're definitely giving them excuses. So I'll forgive them. Then. Darn it. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I was jumping the gun. But everybody that won Gold Claw pans on our Christmas Eve show, those are all in the mail and en route. So they should be getting them very soon. And hopefully we'll see some pictures of those.
When are we doing our quarterly nugget giveaway?
We'll do that. What's the next show?
The end of the quarter.
Yeah, the next show, January, because that's when it is. So it'll be our first January show, Kathleen.
Okay, on that Sunday.
Yeah, yep. That same Sunday you do that. Well, that'll be our first quarterly nugget.
And that's for the Cronies Club quarterly nugget giveaway.
Yep.
And if you are a crony, you're automatically entered into that.
Yep.
You don't necessarily have to be in the chat room, even though we like to see you in there.
Yes, we do.
When we call your names, that's one of the perks of being a crony. And our producer here is going to tell you how to become one.
That's right.
I am?
Yes, you are.
Oh, wow. Okay, so...
I gotta keep him on his toes.
Yeah, you do. First, make sure you're a member on goldprospectorspace.com. after you sign up, just click on the Crony tab on the menu page, and right there it'll give you the instructions, and you'll be able to set up your Crony Club payment and everything. It's an annual payment of $20 a year, but that gets you a lot more than just quarterly nugget giveaway entries. We have monthly giveaways for Crony Club members, fabulous prizes all the way from great pay dirt from our sponsors to some good prospecting equipment. And then also, there's just a lot of other perks you get in there, including, potential discounts with some of our sponsors for either products or in their whole store. Sometimes there are little insider deals before it's released to the rest of the members on GPS, so it gives you a chance to buy those cool items before they are sold out. And, we have Crony Club outings and a lot of other stuff planned in the future.
Yes, got some great ideas.
Pretty much, if you win one little thing,
yeah,
more than quadrupled your money, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
yeah,
it's cool, and it helps the show and keeps things going.
Yes, it does. It makes these things possible, right, Chad?
Yep,
it definitely does. So, yeah, man.
Hey.
What's that?
I was just going to let everybody know that we just now have another regular Patreon subscriber.
Awesome.
Nice.
Richard Peterson.
Very cool. Well, welcome aboard, Richard, and thank you for supporting us, and believing in what we do here, and we really appreciate that. And
he's really a brand new member, too.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys see that silver arrowhead thing we're giving away to one of our patrons?
Oh,
did you see it?
That was cool looking.
It's cool, and it's engraved on the back. It says, thank you from Prospector Radio. So it's in a little black velvet case, and it's just pretty spiffy.
And you have to be a premium patron to qualify for that, right?
No, just a patron.
Okay.
All patrons are eligible.
Okay.
But it's really cool. It's a 1 ounce, and 0.999 pure silver. I dropped the bag. Sorry. That it goes in a little black satchel. It goes in. It's really nice, and we'll be giving that away to one of our patrons, probably in end of January or something, Shad. Something like that.
I believe so.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Just a little thank you, and so good luck to our patrons for that, and they don't have to be eligible for it. I mean, be in the chat room to win it. They're automatically eligible. We'll just pick a name one night and a random generator of our patrons, and one of them will get it. So good luck to all of our patrons.
And thank you.
And thank you to our new patrons, Richard Peterson and Matthew Hayes. Very cool. Yeah. Now, we're going to be starting another giveaway on GPS, too, for all the members. That'll be starting probably after the first of the year. I'll go ahead and tell them what it is, get them worked up. I know you've all seen it on Facebook and everywhere else. The new Gold Hog Flow Pan. We're actually going to be giving 3 of them away.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not sure how yet, but we're giving 3 away. I know we're going to do one in a monthly giveaway. The other 2, we might do one on the show, and who knows how we'll do the second one. But we'll probably even have Doc come on some Sunday, stop by here real soon, and tell everybody about the new Flow Pan. And, like I said, give 3 of them away. So be watching for that giveaway to come up, and be sure to enter it. And follow the directions, of course, as always, and you'll be entered. Easy peasy. So lots going on. Lots of good things happening around here.
I need to, write this on a whiteboard.
I know.
To keep track of it.
That's what we all need, I think. Big whiteboards.
Oh, jeez.
So I keep track of, Kathleen's doing her story, blah, blah, blah. I do it in my notebook, but a big whiteboard sure would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We could just have these things wrote down. Dennis's Oak Island facts, Sunday, all that good stuff. So
did you see where you can win a trip to Oak Island now?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you enter it, Dennis?
Not yet, I didn't.
I figured you'd be all over that.
Oh, I will be.
I figured you created about 1,000 profiles and entered.
Don't give away my secret, Chad.
Oh, love it.
Mercy. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, but I figured you was all on that, Dennis. You know, you at Oak Island. Oh, my gosh.
I wonder if you win that, do you
That
get
would be a
the
dream
piece of
come
wood?
true.
It was.
What's that, Chad?
I said, if you win it and you go there, do they, like, present you with the piece of wood?
I don't know.
Dude, I would happily take it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That would be cool to win, Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Just going there, you know, meeting the guys. That would just be that would be just too cool.
Yeah. All right, and let me see.
I think Rich is frozen.
I think he is. He's he's like,
Oh, there he is. He's alive.
I'm still alive.
Hey, Shad, I hate to catch you off guard again, but what about giving us the precious metal prices before we wrap it up?
Well, I would love to.
All right.
But first, let me see if they went up before I report on, because I'd hate to do that if
they went down, right?
if they went down and be like, sorry, it's not working. I can't talk about the gold prices. But I actually heard some good things in the news about the gold prices today.
Really?
They, if I remember, they're at a 3-week high. So we're starting to climb, like I said, 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Gold is up $4 to $1,289.
Oh, it's going up, yeah.
Silver has climbed up 10 cents to $16.68.
Okay.
Platinum went down $1 though to $923.
Oh.
And then that palladium that we all need to get in on,
Yeah.
up $8 to $1,055. That has been climbing all year.
Yeah, it's been doing good. So, man.
But I guess they're saying to look for 2018 to watch silver.
Really? Okay.
That's what I kind of read. They said gold's also going to be, something to watch, but silver's actually the main one to kind of start looking at. So I don't know what that means exactly.
We'll keep an eye
That
on
means the giveaway is going to be even more sweet.
it. That's right. Yeah, you're right. We'll keep an eye on that silver for sure then this year. Yeah, and it makes our silver giveaways even so much better. Right.
Yes.
Right you are. Thank you, Shad. Appreciate it, brother. And
Well,
I guess on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. It's getting late. We all have to work tomorrow, and we want to thank everybody for tuning in for West Coast Wednesdays. Scott will be here next time if he gets his jitterbug working, and hopefully Rich will be in a nice warm area. Everything will be back to normal, hopefully. So,
I hope so.
yeah.
So we'll see you next year.
That's right.
Oh
we'll
my
see.
gosh, that's right.
That's right. Next time.
2018.
Yes, it will be
It's
next
been an
year.
awesome 2017 with everybody, though.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, it was. We had a good
Great.
time.
2018 will be better.
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
and see. We know it. So thank you all for tuning in, and I guess we'll talk to you next Wednesday, right? Then, since we're
Next
not doing a show
Wed-
Sunday. So next Wednesday. So be sure to tune in. Remember, you can listen to the old shows anytime you want. They're there. But thanks a lot for being here, and thank my co-host for being here. Shad, great job. Thanks for being here, buddy. Kathleen, Dennis, Rich. Thanks, guys.
Have a happy new year, everybody.
Yep. Happy New Year, guys. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.